Hello there, welcome back to Gadabud. This is my PS5 Pro video. Should you buy it? Let's find out. If you're new to the channel, this year I made a ton of videos on how to do various things in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and we will be using that game as the primary testing mechanism to see how they did. And then we will check out College Football 25 and a little side project I've been working on as a software engineer. Today's video is brought to you by SkyLotz, the official LED sign maker of Gadabud. Whether I want to look fresh with this LED turnover chain for Georgia Southern, or I want my office looking great as well with LED signs, www.skylotz.com has you covered with a growing catalog of college football teams. Why should you spend the extra money to get a PS5 Pro when you have an already perfectly working PS5 already? There were two main reasons that led me to make this decision. First off, I am very much looking forward to playing Grand Theft Auto 6 next year with all of you, which will be featured very heavily on this channel once it comes out. And I have a theory that GTA 6 will play significantly better on a PS5 Pro given the scope and intensity of this game and its development. My second reason for buying this right now is because thanks to you for watching all of my Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Zelda videos. I am now monetized by YouTube and I have made about $700 so far, and I don't want the government stealing my money, so this is now a business expense because I make money off video games. I am deeply grateful to each and every one of you who has been watching my videos. This tells me that my time doing this has been worth it and I should continue to do so. I will be covering Grand Theft Auto 6 in the same intensity that I did Final Fantasy VII Rebirth once that comes out, and possibly some stuff before that, we'll see. Before I open the PS5 Pro that you, the viewers, essentially bought for me, I need to call out Sony for doing something that I think was kind of dumb. When you think about the target market of people who would spend $700 on a console, I don't understand why they didn't just make it $800 and include these two boxes, because I actually had to go to 3 different locations to track this down, 3 different GameStops, because I had the pre-order of this at the GameStop by my house and they were sold out of these 2 things, and in Metro Atlanta the supply is very, very low on all of these things. Because of this, I spent over 2 hours in Metro Atlanta traffic tracking these items down. Why did you do this to me? Sony, I am your target market on this. I am a professional software engineer and a gaming enthusiast. When I spend money on this stuff, I want to get the good stuff because my time is very limited and I want the time that I'm gaming to really mean something. The difference between a $700 and $800 console does not matter to me whatsoever. I will pay it. Don't make me drive in traffic and waste my time. Apple, I hope you're listening to this too, because you are the worst offender of this. Anyways, rant over. Let's have some fun. I guess I got to show y'all how to install the disk drive because they didn't just do it for us. So first off, I didn't even know that you were supposed to put a stand on the PS5. So I got this from GameStop. They said this is compatible with the new Pro, even though it's not listed anywhere on the box. So we're about to find out on that. Yeah, this comes with different variants for PS5 digital, PS5 Slim digital, and then the bigger ones right here, which is what I have. PS5 Slim disc. Mine was an original release, so didn't know that. I just had it standing up like this the whole time. Didn't actually need that. This stand here was $15. If it doesn't actually work on the Pro, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It was worth a dice roll. Okay, we have the exterior plastic. And then the actual disk drive itself. Oh, nice. It does at least come with a controller, and given the battery life struggles that these controllers have, a spare is a very welcomed acquisition. Thank you for at least putting this in the original box. This is the PS5 Pro. I like that there is a second USB-C port on this. I think there's only one on the front. Yeah, they got rid of the large original USB port and put a second USB-C on there. When you're charging controllers, doing USB-C to USB-C is always faster because there are voltage limits on the original USB style cords. On the Sony website, it explains that these little plastic things are for getting the plates off, it looks like. So there's these little slots that you can like insert them right here. I got it exposed. I don't know what the heck these actually did for that, but then there's a little data port right here. You want to line that up and then push that in. And that did fit in, not gracefully, but it did. It looks like it's only half in right now, but I can't really push it down further, and I don't want to force it. And then it came with this plastic cover, so let's see if it fits back in. Did hear a click. My PS5 Pro now has a disk drive. So flip it upside down like that, and let's see if the stand just works. Well, looky there. The stand does work. So this is the fully loaded $1,800 version of the PS5 Pro that you have to just do yourself. Now, I did a video in the past on how to install an external hard drive into a PS5. I'm sure that the process of these is the exact same on the PS5 Pro, and because I don't have a lot of old stuff installed on it, I'm not doing that yet on this one. I will do it at some point, but if you want to see that, check out that video. This is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on my old PS5. I thought the game looked great, but the one thing I felt was a little lacking was how the characters look in general gameplay versus the movies. They look flawless in all of the cinematics. I don't think that was the area that needed improvement. I thought that, you know, just looking at their faces in regular gameplay is what needed improvement. And then I have tons and tons of footage from all of the YouTube videos that I made. I'm going to compare the Sephiroth burning down this town scene to Pro. So I'm going to go do that on the Pro now. But this is kind of my baseline and what I'm looking at, and I'm just kind of going off vibes here. This is not an exact science on graphical improvement by any means. So now I'm on the Pro, and like, it says that this game's enhanced, but I'm not really seeing it just kind of standing around in town. I don't know what it means that this game is enhanced, because it doesn't look like just chilling here is it, but I'm sure there's something that's better. I don't know. I feel like one of the best looking moments in this game is the tutorial area where you're running towards Mount Nibel. And I just want to run this through on the Pro and see how it looks.
First of its kind. It really put Mount Nibel on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in my time, but none with such a breathtaking view. Who could tire of it?
Everyone, eventually.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
Trips. I think you mean business trips, which are no fun at all.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That's so cool. Everything okay? Not going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not. We're just trying to pace ourselves is all.
But I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so, you'll burn yourself out running like that.
I'm not even close to burned out. Not with all the training I've had.
Huh. Guess you really are the best there is.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Sephiroth!
Wow, what a powerful moment. I could put more clips in here, but it would get kind of redundant, and when I'm recording on HDMI capture, the quality gets reduced a little bit, so that might play into the fact that what we just saw looks kind of the same. I'm struggling to see the difference. I believe them when they say it's better, but I'm a little skeptical. But I'm playing on an 85-inch Sony Bravia 4K right here on the screen wall, and it looks fantastic on it. It always has. My jaw's on the floor. I'm not complaining by any means here. I think one thing I do want to point out about this is I have a PS5 Portal. I love this thing. I'm going to do a separate review on this one to do best practices. This thing streams your console, and when it looks better on the Pro, whatever it is, it's going to look better on this too, on the go, because you're using this computing power, not this. So this got boosted. And the same applies if you play remote play on a laptop. I play on this MacBook Pro on the go with a controller Bluetoothed in, and this laptop has like 10 hours of battery life. It's great. My final day one observation of the PS5 Pro is if I hold my hand behind both of these consoles running, I feel significantly more heat coming out of the PS5 Pro. So you need to be aware of that, especially with me. I put it in a closet behind this screen wall. I can't play this thing with the door closed. I got to keep that thing open or finally get around to putting in some fan ventilation in there. Now, I promised you I would touch on college football here at the end, and I will. I have not been playing a lot of video games lately because I have been coding a solo project that I hope to turn into a business that I am calling Home Stadium. So here we are on College Football 25, and I will tell you, the walk-on video for Georgia Southern does look better. I saw some graphical issues in there, particularly with that smoke, that have gotten way better. But this is my alma mater, Georgia Southern. I love Georgia Southern football. It's why I'm Gadabud. My name is Bud, and the motto of Georgia Southern football is get after them aggressively. Because this is my family-friendly channel. Alright, I'm going to run an option play here. Because we're Georgia Southern, and that's what we do. And the gist of Home Stadium is when your team scores a touchdown, your house turns into a party without you touching a button when you're watching your real-life football games. So that's what I'm working on right now. It's a really fun project, and I'm going to keep y'all updated on it as it progresses, and you can get a lot of updates about it on the Gadabud Instagram. And then your lights just turn back to normal after your audio's done. Okay, let's try to answer the question, should you buy this thing? And the answer is, it depends. I am a high-end gaming enthusiast, so any little edge I can get, I want. So I did it. I can already justify it. I think that the real argument for most of y'all to buy it are not the games that are already out, but the ones that are coming. These development studios are going to start using these PS5 Pros in the development process, and that will be kind of the standard, and they will throttle it down to go on the PS5, just knowing what I know about software engineering. So for future games, I'd say yes, absolutely get the Pro. For now, if you're on a budget, I can tell you, you might as well sit this one out at least for a little bit. The real test is going to be Grand Theft Auto 6, though. Let's see what happens when that comes out. That will truly give us our answer. But for now, I went ahead and got it because I'm an enthusiast and I want to be able to answer y'all's questions and help you out and do that great tax write-off. So thank you all very much for tuning into Gadabud. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stick around. There is more gaming fun to come.